questions?
We've got answers.
Tune in Tuesdays at 12 on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, where we will be hosting a variety of community experts that will answer your questions.
Hi everyone, it's Jillian, and join me as I walk you through how to get that beautiful flushed glow, just like when you're in love.
Hello everyone, it's Michelle and Jillian, and welcome to Tip Tuesday. We hope everyone out there is healthy and thriving, and this week we have our own beauty authority, Miss Jillian, my bestie. She's going to walk us through a tutorial on achieving what she calls the look of love. But first, I want to remind everyone that Beautiful Self is a nonprofit that continues to support our breast cancer survivors and supporters throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. And you can support us by following and liking our social sites, our posts, and being part of our ever-growing tribe. Because you know what? There is strength in numbers. Also, anything that we mentioned today is either going to be in this post or on our website. And I wanted to share with you our website. It's because we have Jillian's beauty page. Let me go to share our screen right here. There it is. So we have Jillian's beauty page, and on there it's called Beauty and Breast Cancer. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the Sexiest Beauty and the Warrior Red Lip Gloss. That Sexiest Beauty donates $10 of every purchase back to Beautiful Self. So that's support that gives back, that we so appreciate. And also on that website, you can find our newsletter with what's coming up and the topics for Tip Tuesday. But more importantly, without further ado, let's ask our own sexy survivor, Jillian, how does one achieve the look of love?
Well, you know, it's funny, Michelle, because when I was really thinking about getting this look, it was very much about how do you look when you love yourself? I know it's Valentine's Day and it's about, oh, when you're in love and it's this and it's that, but being a survivor and working with fighters and survivors, it really is about us loving ourselves. And when you love yourself, you look more confident, you look more flushed, you feel really good. And to me, as a makeup artist, those things translate out to kind of pink and red tones. So that's what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to walk through just how to get a really beautiful, flushed, gorgeous look that represents love and loving yourself and feeling strong and powerful. So I want to walk through. I have on no makeup and eyebrows, so I was doing the roller when you know, because I'm very puffy today. I didn't really sleep, so we're really going to do a soup to nuts. And I want to start with, this is the Sexiest Beauty. The thing wore off here because I'm always touching things with them.
You use it all the time.
Yeah.
I love that product.
Yeah, it's so good. It's vegan. It's a face balm. You can use it over your moisturizer or as a moisturizer. And what it does, first of all, it's luscious and it's rosy and it gives your skin the most beautiful glow. It's absolutely incredible. And that glow stays with you. So again, you can use it alone. You can use it over a moisturizer. You only need a little bit. I would not say do a lot because you don't want your face to look overdone. We always just want just a beautiful, light, healthy glow. So I'm not wearing anything now. I'm just going to put a little on just to kind of set that soft glow. So I recommend getting yourself a moisturizer like the Sexiest Beauty, like the Rose Balm, that will leave your skin with that little bit of glow on it. Now I want to move to foundation. Now I am super fussy with foundations, and I've been really loving a new foundation, and it is from Clinique. And they just recently launched it, and it's called Even Better Clinical. Let me see if I have that, holding that up right. There we go. Now, the thing about this I can't wait to show you is, yeah, your skin, it's like satiny matte, so it looks like skin. I can't wait to show you. But it also has something in it. It's a 3 serum technology. So when you wear it, the more you wear it, it reduces dark spots, right? And I tend to get little like those little marks on the skin.
Or
Yeah.
sunspots, age spots.
Age spot. So it works on those. I don't have a V on today, but I get them very much on my chest and I like to cover those. It also works to even tone and brightness. It smooths and it hydrates. It also has an SPF 20. It's sweat proof, waterproof. I mean, and you need so little. And it is like skin. And that's what I love about it, because not all foundations are created equal. So with this one, you need a drop. I don't want to go too much. So just a little drop. And here's what I like to do. So we're going to take this little bit. And I want the skin to look like skin. I never want skin to look like foundation. That is not who I am as a makeup artist. So we want your skin to look like you, but your skin just better, which is why I love the name of that foundation too. So you'll see, I'm gonna put a little tiny bit more on. It starts to even everything out. But you notice, Michelle, this is what we call a satin matte. So if you notice it, it's not super shiny.
Yeah.
It's just, look at that. It looks like skin, and that's what we want.
You're glowing.
Yeah, and the glowing from the underneath. It's from the Sexiest Beauty, her balm. And then I did the Clinique, even better, clinical on top. So now I'm treating my skin, but it's also now I've smoothed everything out. It looks like my skin, but just better. And then I'm going to move to concealer. Thank God. So, because I'm a mess. So now with concealer, if you really want your concealer to last with you and stay for longer periods of time without having to overdo it, what happens is a lot of people put on their concealer. This is also Clinique, even better concealer. I use the color in Stone. This is also Stone, which is a very neutral, but they also make 42 colors. So it's easy. And you can do, by the way, they also have a virtual try on, which is so cool. Yeah, virtual screen. So you can see yourself one half with the foundation, one half with your natural skin. It's very
How cool is that?
really cool.
You have to put the link to that on here.
Yeah, that's why I fell in love with it. Like I said, I'm fussy about foundations and not looking overdone. So with concealer, here's a trick. So right now I look puffy, and I know I do. So we're going to go down with it. I'm going to go down through here. And I'm using one that matches the foundation. I'm not using one that's like 20 times lighter. It's not that I don't agree with that. I do agree with using a lighter one, but I want to get a really classic, natural look. So I'm just going around where I tend to get like little darkness, little edges. Now, if you want this to really last, I'm going to show you a little trick. What happens is when people use their concealer, they tend to put it on and then they go right for a sponge and then they like blend, 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 blend. Let it sit. Let it sit for at least 20 seconds and let it start to dry.
That's a tip.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Give it a minute. Just give it a minute, because otherwise you're wiping it out. Ooh, flash. Okay. So we're going to let it sit. And then instead of, now, some people love sponges. Some people prefer fingertips. As an artist, I am a fingertip person. But if you do want to use a sponge, I happen to love the one from Impact Cosmetics. I just like the shape of it. It's small. So you can use a sponge. I'm just a fingertip person. But do you see how this holds better? You can even look at it and see that it's not heavy, but it's much more, it's more flawless. But I'm not wiping it off and having to go back in and do it again. So perfect. Done. Good. Now I can't see, so something's off. Let me know. You know, I don't see.
You're looking good. You're looking fine.
All right. Now, when it comes to contour, you know, I'm not a big fan of contour, but there is something to it. And when you love yourself, and when we're, you know, after survivorship and, you know, you fight, you're going through it, things do change. Actually, everything changes. And unfortunately, after we go through treatment, there are things, you know, we do tend to look a little older. It's just part of what happens, you know, to the molecular structure of our cells. So we start to lose a little of the structure maybe that we once had, or we gain a lot of weight and we lose facial structure. There's different things that happen. So for me, a few things happen. For me, I tend to get puffy now a lot easier. And I lost a lot of facial structure here, which used to be a lot tighter. So I want to show you just how to easily contour. And I'm going to show you now, one of the banes of my existence is my nose. You know, You know I don't like my nose because it's very chubby on the end and it's crooked, and that makes me crazy. So I mean, there's bigger problems in life.
While you're getting that together, I was just giggling when you were saying pulling your face back, and to the audience out there, right before we went on, both Jillian and I were doing this.
Yeah, we were like, what the hell? Just a little tweak.
Pull it back.
We were talking, they have that tape that holds it back, but you can't get away with it if you have short hair.
Wow.
So this is Christopher Buckle warming powder. I always use it as a contour. I also use it as a warming powder. So I want to show you a trick with contouring the nose. When contouring the nose, most people tend to go this way, right? When really what you want to do, I'm going to just go close up and do this and watch the differences it makes. Is for me, especially someone that's pudgy at the end, I want to shorten the nose. So I'm going to go underneath and straight across. Okay. Underneath or ready, straight across. We're going to do a little Marilyn Monroe trick too. Where am I here? Here's where I get a little pudgy. So here, we're going to draw that line to where it meets the bone. So see, the pudginess of my nose goes past the bone here. So what I want to do is I kind of want to make it just like it goes together. So pudginess to bone. I'm sorry, I have something in my
You're
hand.
so pretty.
Oh God.
She's so pretty. I'm watching her going,
Oh, please. There we go. Okay, see this? Now, the Marilyn trick. Marilyn always took a line and went right across the bridge, right here. That little bit. And what that, now I'm going to blend that a little bit, but what that does, do you see the difference immediately what that does?
yeah.
Now it's more refined, and it's just, it makes me happier. I think it looks a little bit, it's a little bit more refined, and it's where I want it to be. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, blend it together.
It really is artistry.
And it's simple. Sorry, I'm just going to put a little concealer there because I put a little mark. I don't like anything heavy. You know how I am as an artist. I always like it elegant. I always like it classy. I don't like it overdone. I think overdone is cute when you're 20. Overdone is not cute in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. There we go. Big difference. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Huge.
Right? Nice shape rather than just that little ball. And I will go in and answer any questions if anybody.
Oh, there's a question. I have noticed, let me see if I can pull this up. That makeup, this is coming from our IG live, so Instagram live, and it is, I believe, from Sally Kinter. I have noticed that makeup doesn't go on the same as before chemo treatment and radiation. Any recommendations? This is exactly what you're talking about, the skin.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's all, and because what's happening is the skin has been really changed on this whole different structure. So really it's about finding the right moisturizer that works for you. But stay away from oils during the day, because what happens is after chemo and fighting, our skin gets really, really dry. So what happens? We need to oil it up. We need to hydrate it. But then those oils and things make everything slide off the face, just slide off and break up. It doesn't look fresh. So number one, get yourself a good hydrating moisturizer that absorbs into the skin. And leaves maybe that little bit of a glow behind. Like the Sexiest Beauty is one thing. Clinique has a moisture surge. That's really good. That's a great one. You could look too also at night to use the oils. The other thing I'm going to tell you is what you're seeing, I think also is it's not as bright or smooth looking as it used to be. So it is very important to get a foundation that's very skin-like. I really do love the Clinique Even Better Clinical. I love Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk will always be one of my favorites. So things that move and look like skin are a little bit more satiny. Stay away from things that are hard to move around, especially maybe sticks and things like that.
Great advice, Jill.
So, well, not my first rodeo. Okay, so now we want to give a little lift. So I want to show you a little trick that I do. If you're feeling like a little bit dull, this is a highlighter stick from Thrive, right? This is, you can do this with your stuff you have at home. I'm just going to do this extra layer. This is from Becca. It's a tint, right? So they use it for lips and cheeks and things like that. I'm going to put it on the highlighter stick actually. Here we go. This is how we're going to give a little lift.
Ooh.
And what I'm doing this, I'm so sorry. Who just asked me a question? Kim, is that what you said?
That was Sally.
Sally, this is what I'm talking about. Things like this, like Thrive has this stick that's this beautiful creamy stick, and I just added a little bit of a tint, like a color tint to it. That's going to help lift the skin. So things that are creamier and move easier. So that's a nice natural way to kind of lift that skin up again. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go back. I wanted to just show you that little trick. And I'm going to just do a little of the warming powder, very lightly. Because we did that little bit of a contour on the nose. We're going to do the jawline under here. Pull it up. That pulls it up. Get a big fluffy brush. Watch lines. We don't want lines. Lines are just lines. So everything should be really beautiful and soft and blended. There we go. Now we're going to warm it up. Now, what's crucial to the look of love on the skin? You have to have some pink in the skin. I could have kept going with the grapefruit and the Thrive, which are like more juicy, but I personally, for me, I like a little more powdery. So this is called I'm Gentle, and it's from Impact Cosmetics, and it's a beautiful, beautiful pink. And it's a matte pink. Again, I'm not over glowing. I don't want to overglow. We want to keep it really fresh and modern. I'm telling everybody to like calm down. Like when I see like super highlighter on the nose, super highlighter everywhere, I'm like, everybody calm down. So a little bit, and we're just going to go up, up. And because it's the look of love, I don't want you to be afraid to give yourself, because we're going to blend this out anyway, a little cheeky look. I'm going to go on the cheek.
Your cheeks are popping. You're the first to always tell me you need a little more pink on your cheek.
Well, your cheeks I love because they pop. You know, I worked with Bobbi Brown for so many years. Early 2000s, there was me and 3 other people that were her international artists. So one of the things is like, she was obsessed with blush, and I was never a blush person. But I have to say, as I've gotten older, I truly appreciate how a blush does lift the skin. So you see, this is a beautiful matte pink, right? A little popping, not too crazy. Now, you can either take a highlighter, or you can take, like, this is Laura Geller, Ethereal Rose. Don't even know if she makes it anymore. Don't get mad at me. I'm not sure if she does or she doesn't. But it was always one of my favorites. So I stockpiled it when I left. And it's basically just a soft pink highlighter. She also has one called Diamond Dust. It's a little stronger. It was like when highlighters were like super popular. But I'm going to do the Ethereal Rose. And look what this does. It gives this beautiful little glow. Now, I'm not saying you have to do every step. I showed you that cream step just so you had the option. But I'm showing you what you should do is that little bit of warmth and contour, and then add a little pink.
Gorgeous.
And a little glow. Ta-da! Oh, we're coming back to life, right? Like lifting up.
Looking very rosy.
Getting rosy and in love. Okay. So instead of going directly to eyes, I want to go to lips. I like to go to lips because I feel like it gives me a measure of what I want to do with my eye makeup. Okay, let me just go in. Yeah, because you know, that way I'm just going to take a little powder, by the way, and kind of seal things up a little bit.
Because sometimes you start with the eyes and then you're like, oh, but I wanted to wear a red lip, and now it's like too much.
Exactly. So what I want to do is I want to wear a red lip today, and I want to go with Warrior Red because number one, and then we'll move up to the eyes. Warrior Red is a stunning pink, red, brown from the Sexiest Beauty. It's if you purchase Warrior Red, Beautiful Self gets $10. And the thing that makes that even better is that the color itself is just so spectacular. You named it, like Michelle said, and I want to show you how to wear this because it's extreme long wear. Yeah. So once you put it on, it's on for the day. So let me just see, I'm working here with not very good vision without my glasses, but I want to grab a lip pencil. Okay, so I am going to start with a lip pencil to really shape. I'm going to use a browner lip pencil, but you can use a red, you can do a match. And even with this lip, you don't even need a pencil because the sponge tip is pointed. So you could just do that. Now, my top lip is completely disappearing. Michelle and I have talked about this too this morning.
That's another thing that we were doing. We were mugging.
Just gonna go ahead and make one. The best thing to do with a red, especially or a dark color, is to make sure that your lines are not long and hard, but that they're rounded. Now, my mouth by nature is longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into it and make a big lift on this lip. Okay. So I'll start with the bottom. See how I go way under? And then I'm going to clean that up. But it's called lip real estate, and you want every piece of real estate you can get. Now, when it comes to the top, instead of doing a Cupid bow or anything like that, we're going to go tall and round. We're not going to go down to the edge. We're going to kind of cut it. Round. See the difference?
Wow. You're not playing.
Mm-hmm. So you see what that round does? That round creates a look that the lip is puffy and coming out rather than sitting long and hard. Round. If anybody saw Singing in the Rain when she's giving them speech lessons, she's like, round tones, round tones, round tones. That's all I'm going to say. Round tones. Round tones. Round. Now, with the Warrior Red, you do not need a lot. You need very, very little. Oh, I can see people talking and I can't jump in because I can't see, but I will jump in. So you need a very little bit. I'm just going to follow the lines.
Love it.
Now, I do want to tell everybody with Warrior Red, with any of Sexiest Beauty's longwear lip, if you go heavy, if you overdo it, if you layer them, they will be too thick and heavy and you'll hate them. But if you do the way you're supposed to, which is just one clean, easy swipe, fill in, leave it, that's going to be on for 24 hours comfortably without, I mean, it's kiss proof. It's everything proof. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Perfect for that Valentine's Day dinner out or home.
Well, where are you going?
We're not going anywhere. We don't go anywhere. But you're not going to leave a mark on your wine glass, right? Or your champagne glass.
No, nothing.
No.
Makes your teeth look whiter too.
Or your mask, for that matter.
There we go. And let it sit. Let it dry. I do want to gloss this because I kind of want to get that whole look, but just to give you the idea. So now, and it's a beautiful red. I love this red. Perfect. So what's next? So we'll go up to the eyes. We'll come back to the gloss. So now that I know I have more red on my lip, I want it to just look fresh and flushed and like the look of love. I don't want to do an overdone look. So what I did was I have here in this mess. Okay. This is from Ulta. And it is let me get the name on this. It's a cream shadow called Bubblegum, which is so great. We're just going to take a little of the bubblegum and take a little bit of, get a good brush here. So we're going to take the bubblegum and I'm going to put the bubblegum on my lid. I'm a big fan of cream shadow because I feel like they're just so easy and they get you out the door. I'm just going to do a little. Can you see that pink, Michelle?
Beautiful.
That little bubble
Yeah.
gum. Do the other side.
It looks like your natural skin tone amped up with a pink hue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the look of love. That's
Yeah.
when you feel
And
confident.
cream shadows are great because they're hydrating.
They're hydrating, they're light. Ulta has them in all different colors. A lot of brands make beautiful cream shadows. And that's it, right? So we're going to spread across just with our fingers, just tap it out. Now, give that a second to dry.
Yes, that looks fabulous.
It's so pretty. And I could have gone dark, but I chose to keep this light. I wanted to focus here. And I'm going to go back on this to finish. Now, remember, we used the highlighter from Laura Geller in the Ethereal Rose. So what I'm going to do, dropping things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that highlighter, the same highlighter that I used all over, on this fluffy brush. I'm all about the good brush. Go over, look, right on the lid, and the cream is going to grab that. Give it a little more and go underneath. On the lid, a little under the brow. So again, just nice, healthy, flushed. There's more structure. Everything has some structure. Now, what we have to do, of course, is eyeliner. So I have two eyeliners with me. And one, this is a Clinique. This is like a felt tip liner, which I love, and I'm going to use this. But I also want to show you this, and this is really fun. I picked this up the other day from L'Oreal. It's called their Signature Matte Liner. I am obsessed with the 20s and 30s and 40s and anything glamorous like that. And I thought this looks so old school. How great is that? So we want to get a beautiful, clean, elegant line here. So I'm going to do first this. This is the burgundy color. And actually, you know, it says matte, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Now I'm hold my eye very gently. I'm going to go across.
Oh,
Isn't that pretty?
wow.
That's it. Just gently then let it go and then just leave it. Let it dry.
Wow.
Wing.
That burgundy is cool.
It's a really pretty color. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I need the black. I think I can just leave it at the burgundy.
You don't need the black.
We're going to leave this. And I know everybody wants a trick when it comes to doing this kind of liner. I think the best thing you can do is you can use a little tape if you need it to get like a straight line, but it's just about gently holding it, practicing, starting kind of, you know, halfway, start halfway, pull out, and then just lift, and then just give it a little while it's still wet, just a little push. And then you can go back in and fix things. Nothing on the bottom because we want the look to be more structured, because that's the whole thing. You know, again, I love smoky, dark, dramatic eyes. And I always talk, sorry, I'm going to get my lip liner that fell on the floor. And I always talk about them and I always wear them and I always love them. But sometimes just using a very elegant, glowing skin, more contoured, not, you know, nothing heavy, it gives you that lift. The skin looks more beautiful. I'm going to just fix my lip a little bit and then we're going to put a little mascara on.
You almost don't even need the mascara with your liner. That's how on point it is.
You don't. And on even though I'm 6 years out of treatment, my lashes still go through phases where they fall out. They just do. I mean, we're constantly dealing with stuff, but so sometimes I don't. I'll put a little on today because I want to show, but there we go. Now, I do want to add to this. There's two things that you can do with this. You can leave it matte and it's absolutely beautiful. It's such a pretty pinky red. It's so very wearable. these are 2 lip glosses. This is clear. I beat this up. This is the Sexiest Beauty. This is their DSL Diamond Shine Lip Gloss. It is off the Richter scale gorgeous. This is from Impact Cosmetics. It's called I'm Free, and it's the most beautiful sparkling pink. Please go check that out, because I did from Impact. I did I'm Gentle blush, and then this is the pink lip gloss. So I could do that on top, which would be gorgeous too. I think I'm going to go for the clear. This is the DSL. Now this lip gloss is so shiny, but the beautiful thing is as it starts to wear off, that lip underneath stays on, because it's like no joke long wear. Do a lot of gloss.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And you saw the size of my lips coming in, where it wasn't any great shakes.
We should do a before and after next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm just going to do a little mascara on top, because I want to just give that a little bit of a line, a little more depth.
Wow, your lips are beautiful. Your skin is beautiful.
Michelle, I'll walk through the product really quick again too. And I'm doing this kind of without being able to see really well. So hopefully if there's any little lines, please forgive me if something's off.
Oh, Heather Fink just joined in. She is the founder, creator of Sexiest Beauty. Lucky us.
Hi, Miss Heather.
Heather.
Whose lips are these, Heather? So it's gonna go on top. Here we go, a little more. I'm doing it with as much lash as I can, since I don't have a lot right now. But it does give that little bit of extra.
Wow.
Okay, so then that's it. And then I might just take a little black, a little more highlighter, pop it up. And there you go. Flushed and healthy. Yeah, flushed and healthy. So remember, and I can't see the time, Michelle, so I don't know how we're going.
We're right on time.
Okay, so get yourself a nice glowing moisturizer, like the Sexiest Beauty Rose Balm, the one I started with. Find a foundation that really is good for you and looks like skin. It can be matte, but you don't want it flat. So again, right now I'm working with Clinique. They're even better clinical. I just got it. I really love it. You saw it. It looked like skin. And they do have that virtual try on. Plus I like the idea that skincare is in there too. I use Christopher Buckle warming powder for all the contouring on, along my jawline, on the nose. And then I'm Gentle, which is from Impact Cosmetics, which is a beautiful flush pink. Don't be afraid. Pink up the cheeks, then just soften everything out with the highlighter. I did Ethereal Rose from Laura Geller, but there's also beautiful highlighters out there. So any soft, gorgeous highlighter. I did a cream pink on the lid, and then I just put highlighter on it to give it that dimension. And then I followed with, for fun, which is this L'Oreal in burgundy, a little mascara, and then on the lips, of course, I did the lip liner. I don't know if the brand is still, I think it's still around. It's Edward Bass. This was his nude lip liner that I really liked. And then I did Warrior Red, and then I did the DSL lip gloss over it to make them nice and big and full and juicy, because fighters and survivors, we want to feel and look and love ourselves and feel juicy and feel pretty and feel good about ourselves moving forward. That's the most important thing. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And that's it. I hope that was a fun little flushy.
It was fantastic. And also you can ask questions on this Facebook post, or Jillian, you can email Jillian at beautifulself.org. So that's Jillian at beautifulself.org. And if you have any other questions and need more details, but either way, I'm feeling the look of love. And I think Jill, I think you need to get in that kitchen and make some fancy lunch for your husband with that makeup.
Right? And I can kiss him and none of this is coming off. There we go.
Bam. 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 So what's coming up next week, Jill?
Next week, we have our amazing sex therapist.
Paula Leach.
Paula Leach is coming next week, and we're going to be talking about busting myths about desire.
Fantastic.
So working on it now. We have a lot of great things coming up. So
February is huge. Well, thank you for giving us this Q&A on the look of love. And is there anything else, Jill?
I just want to tell everyone to stay strong, stay positive. You are beautiful. We love you. That is our theme this month. And any questions you have, just pop in and I'm happy to answer.
You got it. Take care. We'll see you next week.